When I drew Zack Knight, I was going by what Terrance Jenkins told me about him, that he has blue-green eyes. And I said, Terrance, the picture that I drew of Zack Knight, how accurate is it? He said, he's not as Middle Eastern looking as you've made him out to be. And he said Terrance said he does look a lot like Robin Thicke, but he's not Robin Thicke, obviously. And so I tried to redraw him to make him look more like Robin Thicke, but yet still be the Zack Knight that I see in that one picture that he has up there with his hat flipped over his face. What amazes me is that the picture that I drew, and I really do believe that Jesus kind of takes over my hand when I do a drawing, shows a very tragic character. And in my novel Forbidden Abyss Part 2, he is going to be a tragic character. Because the love of his life is Rule 13. And right now, he has to betray Rule 13 to be loyal to Satan. And Jesus told me and my men, he said that the Jesuits are suffering more than you know, Gail. He said, you're not the only one who's suffering, Gail. He said, the Jesuits are suffering too. And I thought, really? And yeah, apparently they can't show it as much because I guess it would sound like they're disloyal to Satan, because they are Satan worshipers. I think this is the picture of Zack Knight that Jesus wants the world to see. This photo of Zack Knight is not what Zack Knight wants the world to see. This is the good side to Zack Knight. And Jesus said that Zack Knight does have a good side, but he said it really sucks when Zack chooses his evil side over his good side. But this is the good side to Zack Knight. This is the side of Zack Knight that is deeply in love with Rule 13. And I will be exploring this aspect of Zack Knight quite deeply in the book that I'm writing. Zack Knight, I found out that Zack Knight loves the Thornbirds, which is the same book that I have patterned a lot of my writings after. I love the Thornbirds too, by Colleen McCullough. And that he actually cried at the part, where when Ralph de Bricassart couldn't make love to Meggie because he had to sacrifice Meggie in order to be a devout Catholic priest. I think Zack Knight has a lot of pain in his life. He covers it up with bravado, acting like he doesn't care that he has to sacrifice Rule 13 in order to worship Satan. But I'm going to show a side to Zack Knight that he doesn't want the world to see, but which the world needs to see. And that is the price that you've got to pay to be a Jesuit. It's a big price. You see, according to Satan, you're just supposed to defeat true love and replace it with lust. And it's pretty tragic, especially if you're a Jesuit leader and you have to set an example to the underlings underneath you. So I'm going to capture a side to Zack Knight. You might say, well, goodness, that picture of Zack Knight actually makes him look kind of attractive. Actually, I think it makes him look kind of tragic. More than attractive, he looks tragic. He looks like somebody who, in the secret recesses of his heart, battles depression because he has to make sacrifices of his heart that he really doesn't want to. And I told Jesus that when I wrote this book that, I wanted every Jesuit to be able to read it without, for them to read it and not have a dry eye. And Jesus said, that's a good goal, Gail. Hope you enjoyed the little story there. These pictures will be featured inside my book. And guess we'll sign out for now. I'm experimenting with Windows Movie Maker, and I just came back from my walk, and I wanted to draw a new picture of Zack Knight because Terrence Jenkins told me that the one that I drew of him was not quite right. So I hope this is an improvement.